Hello YouTube, I'm David with the David West channel. Well, today I want to try out the new jute that I just bought. If you'll notice, over the past couple of videos I've been trying to use up my old jute because it seemed oily, and it's very hard to fire roll with an oily jute. So the jute that I had like 6 months ago came from Walmart. It was oily. What I just used up came from Ace Hardware. It was oily. And this came from Lowe's. Now, they all probably come from the same factory, and it's the same jute, but let's go ahead and try this out. I did go ahead and Google it to see if there is oil in the manufacture and the processing of jute twine, and indeed there is. It's called Jute Batch Oil, and it is a fraction, it uses a fraction of mineral oil. So, but I still think some are more oily than others, so maybe this one won't be that way. Let's go ahead and try it out. I want to try it out with the ferro rod, and we'll go ahead and fire roll some of it. Six, 12, 18. And yes, you could take and break it down into its smallest fibers and probably get a quicker ignition, but I think it ferro rod ignites quick enough, unprocessed. I think I'll use my Stanley 10-049. It scrapes a lot better than this Mora Companion. Are you lit? You are not lit. Lit now. All right. Now we will break it down so that we can fire roll it. And we should only need about 6 feet for that. Now you can take it apart fiber by fiber like this here. I don't particularly like this method because it's so slow. I like to just take my knife pinch it against the sharp edge of my blade and just pull it apart. Just sort of rake it. And I have a razor edge on this knife, but as you know, when you put a lot of surface over a sharp edge, it displaces the pressure. For me, there's no chance of cutting myself. For you, if you don't have calluses on your hands, it might be too dangerous for you. Now you will have better results with jute if you break all the fibers down into their individual hairy fibers, but this will work if you don't want to take the time to break it on down. Roll it into a tube and then just flatten that out. about a half a teaspoon of ashes, because a lot of the ashes are going to filter right through the fibers and just end up on the board. Roll it up as tight as you can get it. That's very important. I will be remembering though that this string hanging out to this side goes to the left, because if it falls on the ground, you don't want to set it back up here opposite of the way it goes. It will unravel it. Let's give it a try. As much material as I have in that, it's going to take a lot of work to get ignition, but I don't mind. It might take 40 or 60 rolls to get that big thick fire roll to ignite. If you don't see smoke, go back and roll it some more. I smell the oil coming off of it. Don't see any smoke. Let's give it some more. I see smoke. Looks like this roll of jute's going to be just like the other two rolls that I had. That's all right. I can deal with that little bit of oil that's in there. All right, y'all. I appreciate you joining me on this one. We'll catch you on the next one.